Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets him around 6 there. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Go!
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giants football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go!
Opening play, and Bo will throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 22. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Set, hey. Bronco.
He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking to the air here. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left with 4th down here. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive.
At the 60. At the 60.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Got Sinnott, it's complete. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. Shot.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Vacates quickly left side. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got to gain a 6 there. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and 4 coming up now. It's Nix out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. From the 16. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Nix from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Ready.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st down. He finds Kincaid. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Bronco 80.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hawk 70. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
18 Cardinal.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. The kick by Hopkins is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming for Nix. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 39. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one gains 7. And the Giants will have a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets this forward to the 19. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Giants driving for a score and a halftime lead. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Got it. Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
And go.
They give it to him again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Let's go.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. This throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go now.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30.
Okay, ready?
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready? 18 Rattler. Set go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down.
Set. Hut, hut.
They're throwing it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, a lot of throws come in his direction, and they come out quickly. Didn't have a lot of time to step in front of them. It really takes great reactionary time, great intuition, spatial awareness to get a pick out of the slot, and he should be applauded for his efforts on that play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Knicks with it on first. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
He's got Devontae Smith. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Ferguson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
60 Eagles.
They'll run here from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Nix. Setting up the running back screen. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. Nick's looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
A tight end in motion now. 2nd and 10 now. Ferguson's got it, complete. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the jump.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Viking 18.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one's complete over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This play goes for 36. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They kick the running back in motion. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A give now from the gun. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fields the hard squib kick. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. It's taken in by Sinnott. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Back to 60, back to 60. Cowboy 80. Take up.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He's back to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He rolls to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
The give here on 2nd. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. And like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the third. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They put a receiver in motion here left. They're going to try with the wideout. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. That one right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll throw on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Motion man right is Smith.
Go.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. He's got Smith. And he crosses midfield before going out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Got it. Ready?
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this fourth down.
Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Running back sent in motion. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Plowing up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And the Birds put their dime package out there. Third down coming up. Nix from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! Ready?
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Let's go!
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 29. This finds Smith. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. Pass play on 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now it's 2nd down.
Set up. 70 range. 70 range.
They'll try and throw it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's going to try to drop it in deep. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
He's throwing for it! And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. We normally see this play from teams throwing for 6, Brock, but the goal line fade becoming just as popular a call going for 2.
You like the old alley-oop, don't you, partner?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's really what this is, especially down in close like this. You're just putting it up at the rim, hoping your guy can go flush it.
Oh, the Eagles are celebrating, and they did! They got that one back! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Let's go now.
Right up the gut. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. He's on the move. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Receiver in motion, going left. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
19, 19 tight, go!
1st down, a run with Barkley. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants' side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 1. That's into the hands of Barkley. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On the jump,
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Go!
Now looking to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. Pass play coming here. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Next with it on first. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Giants holding on to a field goal lead. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Let's go.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Philadelphia.